Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, August 30th, 2016. This is Jennifer. So I survived my first week with no kids in the house. I actually managed to get a lot of work done that had built up over the summer while I was recovering from surgery. So that was pretty awesome. I spent some time working on my favorite things, and I just want to remind you guys that Thursday this week is the 1st, so free pattern day. You have 24 hours to save or download September's free pattern, and don't forget, because it is the 9th month of the year, there are 2 patterns in this month's post, so be sure and check that out on Sewhooked on Thursday. Starting on Friday, those patterns will move to Craftsy, and they'll be $2 for both patterns. And we're getting close to the end, guys. After this month, there are only 3 more months left, and that means the layout's coming soon, and that if you've been working on this all year long, that you're going to have a whole quilt by December. In between doing real life stuff and working on my favorite things, I've been playing with a little bit of digitizing so that I could play with my embroidery machine, because you guys know I can't have a new tool without figuring out a way to design for it. That just seems to be the way I do things. So I pulled out some graphics that I have designed over the years for different websites and groups and communities and whatever. And the first one I decided to play with was Talk to Me Tuesday. So the first thing I did was super simple. I just I typed this up and I saved it as a PNG file, then imported it into Sewart, which is the digitizing software that I've been using, and just turned it into this. And this is just stitched out on a sample. It's just like a scrap piece of fabric because I just wanted to make sure it works first. So I really like the way this one came out. But I kind of love the old Talk to Me Tuesday badge that I made way back when we started TTMT, just like years and years ago. I digitized that, and it looks like this. So I love the way this came out. It had a lot of threads to trim, but you know, it was totally worth it. And I do think I'm going to have to get myself a t-shirt to put this on. Another idea I had was to do the logos from all the groups and websites that I have either been part of or that I run, and make myself a wall hanging with all of them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but whatever it is, it'll be fun. This has just been for fun and just been for me, and well, I don't know. I'll figure something out. The only other thing I worked on last week that I could show you guys is some buttons for my daughter. So I have a button maker that makes like little buttons, as in like badges. She had taken a whole bunch of them when she went to college, and unfortunately one year her dorm room was really humid, and before we were able to get her a dehumidifier, the humidity just killed her buttons. And up until this point, she hadn't asked for replacements, and she was just leaving them kind of spotted and rusty. But over the summer, they got even worse. She asked me to redo them. See how it's got the rust spots all over it? And this is just from the humidity in her dorm room. So these are just buttons that I made for her that are things that she likes. Like, she's like, The Killers is one of her favorite bands. And then, you know, I've got like, there's some Doctor Who in here, and there's just some random things, and they're just totally rusted. Every single one of them is like this, and she has a lampshade that's fabric that she decorated with buttons, and that's where these came from. So I went through what she had, and I took out all the ones that were things that she's not into anymore, and I made replacements of the ones that are still her favorite things, and then I made new ones. So I have a whole bag, like fresh bag of buttons to send her that has stuff that she loves. Like, here's a Gravity Falls one, and here's Hufflepuff, and a number of other things. So this will go in the mail to her today. I think that's just about everything I had to share with you guys. I apologize if I seem a little loopy. I took some allergy meds this morning, which is a thing that I generally avoid because it just turns me into a total space cadet. But I got into something in the garden this weekend. I actually got to get outside and do some weeding, which I haven't been able to do all summer. And something that I came in contact with gave me a rash. So that's why you're only seeing my hands today, because I have a rash on my arms. Anyway, so I took some Benadryl, and it's made me a total space cadet. But that's okay. I mean, it's worth it to not have as much itching, and I'm sure by next week I'll be fine. So that is it. You guys be sure and stop by Fandom and Stitches for the latest on Michelle's Disney Princess Quilt-Along. Don't forget to go by Sewhooked on Thursday the 1st of September, 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. on the 2nd, to save or print your free pattern for my favorite things. And starting on Friday, those will be in Craftsy. If you guys want to share a video, make sure you go by ttmt.livejournal.com and share a video so you have a chance to win our prize. And you can interact with the other awesome community members. We would love to have you. And that's it. I'm going to go. You guys have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.